Okay, all right. I'm going to be one and done. Um, it was a decent trade. It wasn't as good as it should have been or could have been, but I think I managed risk the right way and took my profits in the right place given the situation today, which was extremely light volume because there's a big Memorial Day holiday here in the U.S. So I think the volume was about half or quarter of what it typically would be. And to tell you the truth, I probably shouldn't even have traded today, but I did trade. Um, what I did today, one of the things I did this morning before trading was I kind of came up with a new plan to get these $250,000 accounts fully funded, so that I can actually be trading live on a live account. So the May Madness sale was 250K accounts for $18.50 for the first month, and then it's 37 a monthly subscription until I pass. So I picked up four, cost me like $75. I bought four. The key attributes of these accounts. The profit target is $15,000 per account. That's 60K for four accounts. And I'm trading four accounts together. Trailing drawdown, 6,500 per account, or 26,000 for four accounts traded together. Okay? So I think the thing to remember is that it's you know it's kind of tough when you have light volume, because if the thing pulls back on you by a couple $1,000s, then you just lost $500 your trailing drawdown, and that's basically what happened today. I left about $2,000 on the table, or $500 per account. But in 3 days of trading, actually I got to update this because I just added 1692 to this number. So 2239 plus 1692, 3931 per account. 3931 per account, or let's see, 39 times 4. 15,724 is what I've made so far. And dang it, it should have been a full a full a full a full trade today, but I'll tell you about that. So in the past, on the smaller accounts, I was risking 20%. Issue is now that's what I've been doing, but the issue is how to get this done a little quicker. So the idea is to increase risk by about 250% and get it done with three trades that win about 1.45R each. Now, unfortunately, today I didn't win 1.45R. I should have, because it did go to that target, but there were two pullbacks instead of one. I'm used to there being one pullback, and I was okay with that, and I held through that one pullback, which was right here. The target was up here, the entry was down here. I held through this one pullback, and then I expected when it started moving up again to just go ahead and hit target. Then it pulled back for a second time. And I think that's because of the light volume today. I don't know. When it pulled back the second time, I got out because I figured that's as far as it was going to go. It almost never pulls back twice. Well, it turns around and hits target, which is this blue line with 1.618. So that would have been an amazing trade. That would have been a a $12,000 winner, but instead it was like a $7,000 win. So I'll still take it, but that's what it should have been if I would have held and followed and trailed my stop up the way that I'm supposed to do. But again, trading is tricky because you are in a live market and things change and things happen. But anyway, so that's the idea anyway, is to increase the risk by a lot. And how to do this? Well, that's what I'm doing. How to do this is using the methodology that's been working well for me lately. It's the fib retracement trades. So basically what I had here is I had a market that was essentially rising. So the overall feel of the market was going to be up. The open, it blasted up, and then it blasted back down, and then it started to consolidate. And I just wasn't sure if it was going lower or higher, but overall, this EMA was rising, the overall price action was rising, and so I kind of just went with thinking about a rising market. And I like to wait till 10:30, 10:45 to get into these trades because That's basically when the volume comes in. Look, it's still going up. It's still going up. God, just to think that I got out down here. I wanted this. Anyway, it's okay. So anyway, this one was inconclusive. I mean, the price action on these levels was inconclusive inside this candle. This candle, the candles always, I always use the levels based on the prior candle. So when I look at the price action inside this candle against the levels that are created by this one, if that makes sense. So this one was inconclusive. So then I started looking at the levels on this candle inside this the price action in here, based on these levels, if that makes sense. So again, you get what it is. Every quarter hour, every 15 minutes, I create a new chart of price levels based on the prior 15-minute candle, and then my bias is based on the overall trend, if there is one. And there really wasn't much of one at this time. It was pretty flat. But now, you know, we've got a couple of candles here that are inconclusive. In other words, there's wicking above and wicking below, but they're staying above this EMA, which is the 3450 EMA. So I'm looking for signs and clues around the 50% level here of anything that looks suspiciously bullish, okay? And what I saw was from the very get-go, from the very beginning, the minute that candle, we went straight up to the 50% level, okay? Straight up. That was bullish in my mind. It wasn't all by itself, it's not bullish, but it's a bullish variable. And then these are 15-second candles, okay? Then I saw this one. Now this one was kind of this one right here told me something. It's a pin hammer. It's a pinhead hammer candle. That one, when the first time price ducked under the it ducked under the 50% level, it came back up and popped over the 61. Came back again and ducked under the 50% level, and then that time it left a pinhead hammer. And to me, that's incredibly bullish, okay? Then I saw this one, another very bullish one. Now, I wasn't going to just buy the highs of this trend channel here. I wasn't going to just because now we're in a trend, okay? When you start seeing stuff like this, now we're in an uptrend, okay? And the uptrend is happening around the reversal level, or the level at which launches will occur, which is between the 50 and the 61.8. So I waited for price to pull back into the zone, okay? And that's where I bought it. I bought it right here inside the zone. That's where I wanted it, and that's where I got it. Kind of at the bottom of the up channel, but inside the zone. So that was my entry, and that entry exactly was 18,882.75, which was, well, actually didn't get filled till up here. So I got filled right there. Okay. So immediately we started rising, which it just made me so happy about my timing, because this is very specific and very technical trading, and I started rising right away. So I was trailing my stop, okay, of 7 points, and I had a 7-point stop on it, because that would give me, a 7-point stop was based on, actually it was supposed to be a 6-point stop, but that's just so tight. I mean, the volume was so light, the bars, the candle was so small, that I just did a 7-point just to have an extra layer of padding. So, so I was trailing my stop up, and then I get a pullback, which is not that unusual to get. Not that unusual to get a pullback at all. So I wasn't really worried about it, because I was trailing my stop and I had all this space down here. And then we started rising again. I'm like, okay, good. We're going to go ahead and hit that target up there in the blue line, which is the 1.618. So then it just stalls and starts pulling back again. Now I should have said, okay, I'm above the 100% line. That's good resistance. That's good support. But you know, again, I was really iffy. I was really iffy because of the light volume and the holiday. So when it started pulling back again, I went ahead and jumped out right about here at I got out at 86.75, unfortunately, down here, right before it rolled, turned around, and shot back up again. So the timing on this was just, you know, it was tough. You know, it really was, because I didn't want to. If I take a full drawdown stop, then I can only have one more, not even a full one more under this particular strategy. So maybe I'm trying to do things too fast, but man, I got to really watch those drawdowns. So um, anyway, I jumped out here, and then of course, what I wound up with was the 1671 per trade. So anyway, that was the trading today. Made about 7K on this one. Working my way up towards the $60,000 target. Currently at about 15, roughly 15, 16,000. So that's all I have to share for today. Hopefully, I can get back at it later this week with some better trades, some trades that actually do what they're supposed to do, which is go straight to target and not be giving me all these pullbacks. Okay, that's it for now.